What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here at the Center for Stingray Biology. I'm your host, Kevin Way, and today we're going to talk about datnoids. That's right, datnoid right there, and a couple of others. In the previous episode, I gave you a quick flash of two datnoids in the tank in that room over there. And today, I'm going to share with you more about what was in that tank and what this episode is going to be about. We got another special datnoid in. I wasn't able to film it for you guys because, again, a lot of these shipments that we bring in just come in really late at night. And there's a lot of stuff to deal with. I just don't have the time to film for you guys properly while handling the shipment and getting the fish acclimated and into their tanks. But I'm going to show you guys now. So here we go. All right. Boom. We got another Siamese tiger that I think is going to be a potential mate in the future for Datnoid, which is back there. I've had her for a really long time, and I know she's a female because I have found eggs in the tank before many years ago, and just her belly is always just so big, and it's probably just gravid and loaded with like millions of eggs. I've always been trying to find a male for the fish. I spoke with some people overseas and they told me that a more long and slender shape is usually a male and a higher body is usually a female. The fish that I just showed you right here in this tank, now it was a little bit smaller than I expected, but they told me it's got the years on it, so I'm hoping he can get the job done. But as you guys can see in that quick little glimpse that I showed you, he is a little bit skinny. Most likely, you know, they were feeding it live feeders, so I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time getting him up to shape, quarantining, treating with medications, treating for internal parasites, clean them all up, and get him, you know, on a proper diet and conditioned for breeding. So this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, just never got around to it. And, you know, since the stingrays are all out, and this, you know, fell in my lap and I got a good deal on him, and I liked his markings, you know, nice big triangular middle bar, you know, which is a very nice feature or sought after feature when it comes to these tiger fish. We're gonna treat that tank, okay? But there was one more fish in that tank that I didn't show you, and I'm going to show you that one right now, okay? And it came in at the same time. We have another Xanthic Datnoid. Oh my goodness, look at this one. Now this one is not as clean as the last one. It's showing some black on it. I know from experience these things come and go, right? We've seen it before in gold gars. We've seen it happen before in the Xanthic or leucistic peacocks that we had at Rod's place, and it comes back and forth, but still it's a gorgeous piece, and I wasn't gonna pass on it because I I really did regret, you know, not keeping the last one. So as you can see, that's why we brought in this shipment. See, look, he's back there playing in the bubbles. You can see that wide bar I was telling you about. The gold base color is there. When I unboxed it, when I opened the bag, it was like a shiny gold bar in the box, but after in my tank it kind of like grayed up a little bit, and that could be from just the change in water conditions from what he was used to. So it's going to take some time, and I think I need to get some food in him, and I don't want to give him any live feeders just yet. It's been about a week already. He is interested in the food. I throw it in and he does look at the food, okay, and he watches it, but he just doesn't hit it. And he's responsive when we're at the front of the tank. So I got some krill here. The Xanthic Datnoid is already very responsive and eating this krill. Let's see if we can get him to even pay attention. So the krill's floating up there. You see this guy? See? Doing very well, because obviously I think this one was tank raised from a very young age, so very responsive to human interaction. The other guy, I'm not so sure how it was raised, but you see he comes around, he's responsive. I know he's hungry, but he's just not eating. We might give it another week, and then I might try some feeders. I've tried live night crawlers, and he just doesn't take it. The Xanthic one would take the live night crawlers, but then spit it out because he's probably just not used to it. All right, but I do have some medication here. So this is going to be our first round of medication, and I'm putting metronidazole. Okay, and let me scoop some here. Okay. Okay, now I shake it off to get a nice level teaspoon. I've already calculated it out, and in it goes. I'm sorry if I missed that. Let's do that again. Another level teaspoon. Level, close enough. Here we go. Boom, 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 right in there. 2. We're gonna put 4, okay? 2, let's see, boom, boom, boom. 3, I'm gonna pour it right on the datnoid. There it goes. And I'm gonna put 1 more. That was 3, right guys? So 4, I have to put 4. All right. So I have already started this treatment a few days ago, okay? And I had noticed that when I started this treatment, this guy starting to already lighten up in color. He was much darker and you couldn't really see his tiger stripes or tiger bars. But ever since I started this treatment with the metronidazole, his bars started to show and he's been a little bit more interactive. So that's a good sign. I'm going to continue this treatment for a week, every day, with a 25% water change in between. And then once I'm done with that, I'm probably going to hit it with some prazi as well. Prazi is praziquantel, for those of you guys who don't know. So I didn't get to explain what these medications do. Okay, so metronidazole will take care of internal and external protozoan parasites. Okay, these are single cell microscopic little bugs that could be on the fish, in their intestines, in their stomach, in their gills, on their body. So whenever you see fish that kind of flash or kind of scrape along a wall or on a filter or whatever, something is itching them, most likely that's what it is. So that's what we're treating for right now. And the fact that his color lightened up when I did it, it might just indicate that he's feeling more comfortable because the medication is helping to eradicate some of those protozoan parasites. Okay, so now after that, I said I was going to do praziquantel. So what praziquantel treats is, it treats for internal tapeworms. It doesn't treat for all types of tapeworms. I forgot what type it was. It was either nematode or trematode. And it also takes care of gill flukes. With those 2 medications, we're taking care of, you know, a big portion of the type of internal parasites and external parasites that could affect their behavior and their feeding habit. So after I'm done with that, I'll see how they're doing and whether that gets him to start eating or not. If not, then after that, there is another medication that I can use, but it's better to feed them. So I would want to try to get them eating a little bit first so that I can administer that medication a little bit better, okay? And that's either levamisole or fenbendazole, and that is to take care of the other types of tapeworms that the praziquantel does not take care of, okay? So for all you datnoid people, and this doesn't just apply to datnoids, okay? This applies to all fish. For you guys who are into cichlids, flower horns, you know, stuff like that, who want to go through this type of stuff, those fish are also notorious for having internal parasites and protozoan parasites. That's something that you can do as well. So I hope this video helps you guys out, you know, if you ever encounter any kind of problems like this, or, you know, to just preventatively treat new fish that you bring in, right? Just to clean them up and to have that peace of mind before you introduce it to your main aquarium or general population. I understand that not everybody has the space for a quarantine tank, okay? In which case, you're just gonna have to treat the whole tank if you want to be safe, or you put it in and see, you know. Not every single fish has this problem, you know. A lot of times the fish that we get in, we go through this process of cleaning them up, but we don't do it all the time. We do it only when we see it being necessary, right? And so if you guys buying it from a good source and you feel confident, then yeah, you can introduce it into your tank and see how it goes. But one of the practices would be to add the fish into your tank and monitor it, okay? And if there's no problems, then you don't need to treat. So I mean, it's not absolutely necessary to have a quarantine tank and put everything through quarantine. It's a nice safety measure if you have the luxury of doing it, but if not, then, you know, just buy from a better source, and you know, chances are you'll be okay. If things come up, right? Sometimes things happen during shipping, then you just got to deal with it. But this video was just in general to help you guys and to show you these 2 new fish that we got in. Hopefully I can get this guy to clean up, and hopefully I can get this guy eating, put some weight on it, and we're gonna try to do some datnoid breeding. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As we're bringing in new fish, you know, as I promised you guys, I'm going to expand my range of videos to not only cover stingrays, but to start covering all other kinds of fish. But I want to give you first-hand experience. There's a lot of knowledge I have locked away up here, and I can share with you. But I find that when I have the fish and something to show together, it may be better absorbed, and the information may be better passed along. I'll make these videos as I see fit. So again, I hope you guys learned something. And take care, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.